What day is it? It's Monday, the 14th of October. My name's Juan Brown. You're watching the Blancolirio channel, and October is a very busy time here in our neck of the woods as the weather is perfect and a lot of outdoor events are going on, including the High Sierra Fly-In this week and this weekend, where I'll be helping judging stole drag races as we try to get some more pilots current and qualified in stole drag racing for next year's Reno National Championship air races. We've also had the Calpocalypse power outage here in Northern California. We were out for 3 days at Blancolirio World Headquarters. And of course, the fires in Southern California. Had a real enjoyable time helping narrate the live feed broadcast of the air tanker drops over the Saddle Ridge fire in Southern California, something I'd like to do more of in the future. Right now today we got two big important Boeing updates to do. Today I'm going to jump on the 737NG Pickle Fork update because I can get that knocked out quickly and easily today. And I want to take a little more time studying and researching the big shakeup at Boeing regarding CEO Dennis Muhlenberg. And I'm going to get that to you tomorrow. So stay tuned for another Blancolirio update. The Pickle Fork AD 2019-20-02 was effective on 3 October and affected the 737NG series of aircraft. That's the 737-600 through 900 ER series of aircraft, and does not affect the 737 MAX series of aircraft. The Pickle Fork AD involves the structure of the pickle forks, that structure that connects the fuselage to the center section of the wing. There's 4 pickle forks in a 737, one for each attach point at the main spar and rear spar. Remember, the cracks are about 1 inch long and are found in the frame fittings and fail-safe straps towards the end of the pickle fork fittings. This AD is an interim AD. That means it's changing. It's not an emergency AD, but this AD gave operators of aircraft with over 30,000 cycles only 7 days to come in compliance and report to Boeing and the FAA within 3 days once they've done their inspection. So out of that inspection, 810 737NG aircraft were inspected, and 38 of the aircraft were found to have cracks. That's less than 5%, about 4.6% of those aircraft inspected that came up with cracks. So now those operators of those affected aircraft are working with Boeing and engineering to come up with a fix for these cracked pickle forks. Of course, these aircraft with the cracks are grounded, and if they got to drill out the entire pickle fork assembly, that's going to be a very expensive repair. It's a strong possibility that they'll be able to simply engineer a possible solution to the existing pickle fork. Here in the States, Southwest Airlines had only 2 aircraft that came up with cracks. Alaska Airlines had 0, and over at American Airlines and United Airlines, they don't have any aircraft with 30,000, they don't have any 737NG aircraft with 30,000 cycles that required the 7-day mandatory inspection period. Those aircraft with less than 30,000 cycles, they have much longer time period to comply with this airworthiness directive. So we'll get more data on those aircraft in the coming months. And remember too, this AD has a repetitive or recurring theme to it. Every 3,500 cycles, this bore scope inspection in looking for these cracks needs to be repeated. Here we'll take a look at some of the bold new graphics on the 737 pickle forks. Here's a copy of the AD itself affecting the 600 through 900 series aircraft, effective back on 3 October. Here's some better graphics showing the frame fitting fail-safe strap portion of the pickle fork fitting. Special shout out to Mentor Pilot on YouTube for mentioning the Blancolirio channel on this issue. So it's still unknown what caused these cracks in the first place, whether it was a manufacturing process, a design problem, winglets on the end of the wings adding additional stress, hard landings. We simply just don't know yet. But these pickle fork assemblies were designed to last the life of the airframe and an expected 90,000 cycles, and here we're having cracks at approximately 30,000 cycles. Now, in some 737 MAX news, not associated with the 737 NG, don't want to get you confused here, apples and oranges. In the 737 MAX world, and we'll have that update with Muhlenberg tomorrow, the shakeup at Boeing, it looks like now the 737 MAX will not be certified until the beginning of next year. And airlines, both American Airlines and Southwest Airlines, have publicly said that they have not yet, they've been talking with Boeing about how they're going to get reimbursed for this huge delay in the 737 MAX, but they have not come up with a number figure yet. And some of that reimbursement is going to be trickled down, if you will, to the employees, as employee schedules were built with the assumption that the 737 MAX would be in operation, and when it was not there, and the flying was not there, the work was not there, so their monthly schedules, as they bid each month for the work, the number of hours that those schedules consisted of dropped dramatically. So instead of a typical 80-hour month, they're having the income from an 80-hour-a-month schedule. That schedule may have dropped down to something like 50 hours, and it was very hard for employees to get makeup time to make up that difference, as there was simply no aircraft to fly. So that's your 737 Pickle Fork NG update. Stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll get the Muhlenberg story and the shakeup at Boeing. See you here. Warming up. Brought to you by Santa Barbara Chocolates, Santa Barbara, California. Boy, are these cordial cherries delicious. Take two. Not much left in here either. Giant Loop Moto out of Bend, Oregon. And Sierra Motorsports, Grass Valley, California. And all your support on Patreon. Thank you for your support of this channel. See you here.